Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back to my channel. Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. What's shaking, bacon? Scorpio, it's time to do your love energy check-in for you and the one on your mind for July of 2023 as we cruise through Cancer season in air-conditioned comfort of a chariot and check out the energies that are coming and gone. And Scorpio, this one's been interesting because this is take 3 trying to do your reading. The first 2 tries were not suitable for Archer Astrology, and for protecting your energy is the best way I can say it. So I took a break, turned on Disney Plus, watched a little Winnie the Pooh, and now we're good to go. Okay. So thanks for noticing me, Scorpio. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go for it and get that honey, Scorpio, because the top astrological news stories for July are going to be Venus going retrograde in Leo and the nodes shifting into Aries and Libra. So now Venus is in your 10th house. Okay. So your career sector will be retrograding come July 22nd. So, the beginning of July going to be just kind of cruise control as that full moon in Capricorn sets the intentions, gets the energy going, completes some shit. And then the new moon in Cancer, along with all the other energies between the 17th and the 22nd, as the sun shifts into Leo and Cancer takes over all the rest, along with a little bit of Mars and Virgo going on, is going to get a little silly here. So it's like, dude, what happens here? Things start moving faster than you planned for, along with your 9th house of travel and knowledge, with the new moon occurring in that 3rd decan of Cancer. Stuff like this is going to happen where cards flip-flop. 7 of Wands to the Sun flip-flops right there. Okay, could be a little Leo influence on your side, because who hadn't dealt with a Leo, right? All right, let's gauge that line up, see what we got going on for you guys. All this cardinal energy, node shifts, Aries and Libra, Sun and Moon in Cancer, full moon in Capricorn. It is straight up all cardinal energy. The fixed and immutable signs ain't got nothing on the cardinal energy for July, much like how it is. So as we all embrace that energy, all that cardinal energy is going to make you want to feel a little Cancerian-like. And since you like to be like that, let's check it out. You're going to be wanting to seek the knowledge like Cancers do, reevaluate yourself, your situations. It's much like turning the finger back this way and pointing it right there. So that's what's going on. Reevaluating and wondering what went wrong and like rereading the manual. It's kind of like trying to figure out how you built that IKEA cabinet and still have all those parts left over. And like, maybe I need to self-reflect on this because that shelf, we don't need a bottom shelf. We're fine. It's good. We'll just go with it. That might be how you're feeling about things of like, F it, close enough for government work, right? With the government. Let's find out. Princess of Wands. Oh yeah, you're like, F that shelf. We're good. Let's just go, Archer. All right, let's do it. So we will check out using the Baba Boy deck, your base cards for your 9-card spread for July. And then we will use my new Grand Theft Auto, the Urban Tarot. Awesome deck, gift from the creators, whom I love the bestest. And we will use them for the clarifiers because that tells some stories, New York City style Grand Theft Auto. So let's do it to it. All right, 9-card spread for Scorpio and the one on their mind for July of 2023. Let's do it to it, Scorpio. Here we go. 9-card spread, base cards, clarifiers, and all the usual fun stuff. Don't forget to love that like for me, hit the subscribe, and set the bell because I go live every Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for an all signs from Aries to Pisces. And we have a nice TikTok chat room every Sunday night at Archer's Lounge. So come and hang out with me, along with Jada and the OG Mod Squad for the originals. All right, let's do it. 3 cards for Scorpio, 9 cards, 3 cards, 6 of 1, 3, 6, 9 method, goose drink wine. Let's go. We're fine as long as that drunk goose is for good messages, because the past 3 times, no, 2 times, run, take 3. I've actually lost count how many takes run because you got some shiznit going on, Scorpio. Okay? So as I have said the previous couple of times, Spirit, we are only open to the messages that are for Scorpio's highest and greatest good. Por favor, please and thank you in every language, okay? Let's try it. Here we go. We'll find out. If you all see this reading, that means we made it to the end, okay? Let's do it. Here we go, Scorpio. We'll see. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. For Scorpio. Let's love this deck for the sexy Scorpios. Let's do it. The bottom of that deck is the Princess of Pentacles. Someone here looking to set things in motion and take things a little bit further than they planned with the Death card. You have decided to step away, start something new, and find your own peace. Maybe you're doing it on your own or using some ideas that you've tried to adjust and alter in a King of Cups mode. It's kind of like the don't laugh, it's paid for energy there. It's like, well, it's not like a brand new chariot, but it's paid for and it's got PLPD on it. So it's like we're covered, kind of, sort of ish. It ain't no fault. It's your fault. All right, let's go. 9 cards. What we got going on, man? The Tower. Whoa, right out of the gate with your energy. Something come crashing down like the walls of Jericho on that one, but we're going to rebuild from it. I'm seeing this what you want. Your present position is feeling like you're having to rebuild from scratch and using everything energetically that you've got with that purple lightning bolt. maybe a thunderstorm or lightning or something right now. Natural disaster could be like kind of getting to you. Who knows? Let's find out. Right now, your immediate influence is the Four of Wands. You just wish this would be over, wish something else new would come, because somebody here has took things too far, pressed too many buttons. So you're manifesting your wish underneath this energy. Four of Wands, Aries and Scorpio, which are the most commonly found twin flame energy that you will find in this area and timeline. So yeah, we got the Ace of Wands as well for your goal or destiny. Scorpio wants to look good and be like all the attention, all the admiration, maybe even looking back a little bit or trying to get your boom boom on a little bit more like that. There's a passion that's trying to motivate you forward and to get what you want. This is like by hook or by crook, I'm going to do what I got to do. How many roses you charge in Scorpio? Let's find out. All right, let's see. 10 of Wands to the Sun, to the Princess of Cups, Sag, Leo, and Cancer energy on this here. So in your distant past, you got to that point that you've checked the drawer so many times and couldn't find the cord that Sagittarius here with that 10 of Wands come up and said, Scorpio, why don't you just go buy another cord? They're at the gas station for $5. And you're like, well, no, I want that cord. That's my cord. And that brings you to the Sun. You find the cord and you get some happiness coming in. Your recent energy is Leo influence. Could be dealing with a Leo or possibly a Cancer with this Princess of Cups. Some kind of younger love offer or handling things in a rather immature way as opposed to maturity. Yeah. So, you know, somebody here presses buttons and brought somebody to the brink. And I'm picking up on an energy here of like a self-absorbed energy with this Sun onto the Princess of Cups, especially when you title it up onto this Ace of Wands. Somebody's focus was more on themselves than the situation and only worried about what best suited them, Scorpio. What was in their best interest? There was no two-way reciprocation here. It could be you or your person, but there was something here where somebody took and took and took without a thank you, without a second backward glance or recognition. And you just want to be happy. You just want to wait away from this and find your own source of happiness with that Sun. And it's a wish that you've been making or wanting to be respected, to be treated equal, be respected for your mind and what you can create. But it always falls onto deaf ears. And that's what brings you to a new passion of if I can't do it on my own, I'll do it another way. And you'll find another way around to do it. Someone here just took and took, and that was it. This is the energy of having to Princess of Cups. When somebody comes your way to a tower, you have to lock up your wallet, lock up your money because you don't trust, you don't protect. Jeremiah has been watching all of this energy going on. He's got a list bigger than freaking Santa Claus, yo, with a Lover's card, Gemini energy, showing that this was a choice you made, that I have to do what I have to do, and by hook or by crook, I will get my way because it's what you feel you know, earned, and deserve with the Lovers. Gemini, sword energy to get what you want. You know, people will act and behave in their own certain kind of way. And Jeremiah, he's a little crafty little guy. His list is more tuned in, more on point. You can try to do something wrong, something right, but he sees it all. Spirit sees it all. And this one here, he will Page of Swords on anybody. Jeremiah is the king of the Page of Swords energy here. It's kind of like the movie Final Destination going on. You know, it's not so much that death is in that movie, Five of Wands, more Leo energy and struggle that you're fighting with to get through this. It's kind of like that, you know, death is not in that movie. Death is far too busy with people selling their souls for Pop-Tarts and freaking Butterfingers so fast that he delegates. So like Jeremiah watches what all of us do, Five of Wands style, is you struggle and you fight and you lie and you cheat and you steal to get to that Six of Wands top, no matter what you've got going on. Jeremiah watches all of us do this. And then what's done? He pays out the karma like a slot machine in a casino. Jackpot, 777s, right? This struggle and competition in your environmental factors, which leads to your inner emotions of a Four of Cups, Cancer energy. More Cancer. You got heavy Cancer, heavy Leo showing up in here along with you and Aries. And that's kind of what we're seeing. A little Sag on the side, as if Sag is sitting back there going, you know what you're doing, Scorpio. Y'all can't do what Temperance does, right? Four of Cups, right? Overwhelmed, trying to balance and be able to mix drinks while you got one foot in the water right there, but worried you're going to get electrocuted by an outlet. So when that pays out, this is when someone takes us for what we see and uses us. This is a Scorpio being lied to, cheated from. You or your person could be into this way. Jeremiah watches this, whether you do it or whether your person does it. He watches, and trust me, he keeps all them books on file, and he will clear it out, reconcile it. So let's take a peek here. When someone uses us or steals from us, you got to try to stay in focus into the positive energy, Sun energy. You know, no matter how much a Leo gets screwed over, do you ever see them letting them sweat? Nope, they just keep going and don't even pay no mind to it. Like Casper, the silent ghost, they could care less. They stay happy. They stay positive. That's the Sun energy. And it might even be that heat that you're feeling down the back of your neck. Or like a Cancerian, when you get to this point, a Cancer will stop and flip the light switch, cut off the lights like a crab claw to a juggler. Right there. And it just takes it down. Once a Cancer walks away and looks back, it's easier to get a Sag to return. you know? All right, so let's take a look at some clarifiers on this, because you have been through the ringer. You have been like a doormat, feeling used, abused, unsure of where to go and to find your way, kind of feeling like the nomad with no direction. All right, so let's see here. This is what this happens when you don't get it. Even if you never see it, the karma will always play out. It's taken care of on its own. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Jeremiah watches what all of us do and what us does, and then he comes back to this. Now, you might not even realize it and think, oh, we're cool. It's just something little. And then all of a sudden, I can do this Scorpio, no problem, or Scorpion. And then all of a sudden, what happens? Car accidents happen. Planes crash. Ships sink. Submarines implode. It gets crazy. All of a sudden, you can't find your car keys, or your debit card bounces. And you're like, wait a second. Every little bit of karmic debt pays out so that Jeremiah can keep the books equal. And we got Temperance to the Queen of Swords jumping right out of the deck. Oppositions of Gemini and Sagittarius and finding that balance. This might even be how you're starting to feel as we keep going. To want your art to jump off the page, your emotions, you know, maybe even some new boots, new outfit, because this Sagittarius over here is rocking her jeans and her boots as the artwork of the Temperance card and Archangel Michael flows out of the page. Kind of like trying to do what Sag does, and it just dumps out and flows everywhere. You need to stay balanced, stable, and grounded through all of this here. It gets so cocky. And what's this now? Y'all think you're that lucky one that cheated death in the movie and was like, can't get me, skip me. And Death's like, I see what you're doing. It always comes back around. You might not get it. First, it might be like that little energy of like losing your car keys or doing this and that. Then all of a sudden the car don't start. Then it keeps going and keeps going, and you can't get caught up in your 6 degrees of separation. You're ready to run faster than a Sagittarius can, right? Right. Let's see here. 10 of Pentacles. This is clarifying your 4 of Wands. Your wish is to be the head of the 10 of Pentacles table, to find that grounded stability and the confidence that you seek without being cocky, but you feel like it eludes you. And then what happens? Boom, end of the movie, hit by a bus, right? But, you know, it all happens. It comes in that way. With the Princess of Swords on the Ace of Wands. This is definitely trying to focus, get your way on what you want. This is like demanding to be hot, sexy, respected into a 10 of Pentacles, because that's your wish. You want to be able to create this, do this, and just generate it on your own with that Queen of Swords energy. So look at how she's sitting at the table with the artwork, looking off for inspiration and willing to do whatever it takes to get to it on that 10 of Wands, because that's where it went out to. Who has plans to fly soon? Interesting. A large tree, or trees like the ones on the logging trucks in the movie in Final Destination, or like the sequoia redwoods, those big friggers, something like that, all might resonate to you or mean something. So, and take notes, Scorp. Get a notebook for this one. Plane, trains, and automobiles. Fun times with the devil at the bottom. Old Lucy done showed up in the sky with no diamonds this time, because there's no weed left in the Trans Am's glove box. He done smoked everything he's got in the bathroom. Those addictions and obsessions from the past are creeping their way back in, and you might even be starting to feel it as everything happens at the node shift, the full moon, new moon, and the sun transition to a Pentacles. You're balancing out and finding some change, though, because you see here on this here, maybe you're into Pilates, or maybe you're going to yoga, or you just dig the kettlebells. You got to have some pretty cool balance to balance on them kettlebells like that. So you're finding your way through the light and the storm to get where you want to. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe even just taking a day for Scorpio. This is like your spa day going on, because you got everything except that last Pentacle. And like Lumen Moon Tarot says, all you need is that one last one. It's just all you need is love card. Princess of Cups. And you're creating it. Manifesting in your own energy, more Cancerian and a little bit of you too. All right, children could be affecting the situations. There's a lot of princes and princesses down here, not a lot of the maturity. This is a lot of immature little high school stuff going on to get you where you want to go. This is like that parent that has actually been an adult, and the parent after the divorce or the breakup, well, one person takes the ring off and goes party down, while the other one stands up to the commitments, takes care of the children, and does everything. You've got the runner chaser dynamic to the extreme, and someone here is addicted to the drama. Someone like starting the fight, whether it's for the makeup sex or just the dopamine hit off of it, that is just makes you feel bad. You know, you don't want to. It's like, well, I'm sorry, it's where you're going to with everything on this here. 5 of Cups. I say it here and it comes out here like a Polaroid picture. Shake it. Right? 5 of Cups. You're bummed out because it went too darn far here. Somebody takes a ring off, goes out and parties, while the other one's raising the children, and you don't have an equal dynamic. You're only at a 5 of Cups, bummed out in your energy on the sun. Something about this Leo energy or the sun disappoints you, because you thought it was going to be a new day, and then shit starts to hit the fan, and before you know it, boom, shakalaka, you're out of luck, right? So right there, you've got someone who is already entertaining other people. 5 of Cups to almost a 7 of Cups with the Princess of Pentacles, more immature energy right there. This is grounded. Now it's stable. These Pentacles, these pages, they bring in messages, and they start to balance and stabilize things out here. And so someone here didn't take the commitments as seriously and has to learn a couple lessons still. They need to go back to kindergarten. Maybe they need to learn a little more art or a little more English or a little more math or a lot of more math. Who knows? Either way, on that Princess of Cups energy, you've got Cancer along with Taurus and Virgo. That's letting you know there that somebody needs to take some time to reflect, come back in. And once they come through it here, they would come into it with a better energy and would take it differently. Instead of always just ducking it up, then ducking away from it and admiring everything that they did wrong and just trying to be like that strong energy of hitting the brink wall. And instead of bailing on everything else and just for that next shiny thing that rolls around, because instead of staying committed through the good and the bad, they'd rather just walk. You're going to learn to overcome that as we transition to this node shift. It's kind of like a timeline jump that we're going to go into, and you will start to reflect back onto more of that with the Two of Swords. Peace. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, heavy Libra on this one to find the balance. And these swords are down. They're not wanting to fight anymore on this Lover's card. So you have heavy air energy that's right now affecting the incoming energy. Sword energy, like blunt force trauma right straight through your head to reflect back onto this new opportunity to it to come in. You have to allow it to happen that way. We can't move forward. Three of Pentacles. You have to work on it, Scorpio. And this is showing what's coming up through the month of July, is taking that time to reflect back, introvert, and figure yourself out. You're going to work together with some people to create something that has a solid foundation. This is measuring twice and cutting once, thinking back to be like, is this good enough? Is this bad enough? Should I do it this way? You're taking enough time like a chess player to think things through. You're not jumping into things. You actually think, and you think about other people's feelings, their emotions, grounded stuff in the 3D. Not the 5D energy. Trying to find fair pieces. 23 could be something that means something out to you as well, too, with the Knight of Pentacles. The puppets showed up. I was watching Winnie the Pooh earlier, but anyways, here the Swedish chef shows back up to make you fucking dirty. We're going to make a freaking meal. So you might even be doing that because it feels like it takes a long time to make a gourmet meal like this. But however, the Knight of Pentacles is the one knight that approaches and crosses the finish line, no matter how long or distant it is. It might not be Amazon Prime, but it arrives right. It's the U.S. Postal Service card of the deck. And somebody here could even have some plans for dinner on that one, or I'm just hungry. I don't know. I'll let you know. But your outcome to this one here is getting better because you're grounding, you're stabilizing. Is that a word? We'll go with it. It could be. Anyways, you got a lot of earth energy coming down into the bottom here, clarifying it as your outcome. And it's showing that more grounded, fixed stability. And you are a fixed sign, Scorpio. So you're going to resonate a little bit with Taurus and that, and a little bit into the Virgo side of things. Virgo gets you into the mutable point of completion, much like the new moon that's going to be in the third decan of Cancer at the end of the month. So you're dealing with the emotional side of Cancer, which is a water sign you probably get. And then you're going to transition to the fiery passion of Leo season as we go up. And that immaturity, the kids and having a good time. And just kind of, you know how children like jump, think, act before touching. And they're going to keep touching that stove, 5 of Wands style. Maybe you're realizing to not just stove before you check to see if the dial's off and growing up a little bit into that energy. Either way, you can decide which karmic debt is yours to pay off or to not pay off. Which karmic debt you just say, you know, we'll just put a pen in it this time. I don't need to really work on that right now. I'll get that next lifetime. It'll be there waiting for me. Trust me, it'll be there waiting for you. And which stuff you want to clear out and get squared up now so that you don't have to carry those cycles over to get you closer to a point of completion. It's finding the maturity to see what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And that's why the energy at the bottom of the deck is Bob Ross with the 8 of Pentacles. This is the Swiss watchmakers making a Rolex Submariner right there. And the amount of time, effort, and details that have to go into that are just mind-blowing to make those watches. I have a Submariner, and it is a beautiful freaking watch that is just an elegant timepiece. You don't call those things watches. They're called timepieces, and it's a very high skill that it takes to make those things and to maintain those things and to take care of them properly with that Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles to the 4 of Cups. 4-4 could be a number or a sign of synchronicity that's coming up because you've got double Cancerian. Let's just make it triple energy. Did I not mention about the slot machines paying out the debt with the 3 7s? There you go. There's your 7-7 energy for July, along with the 2023 numerologically breaking down to 7. Foot on the gas, never gonna crash. Something about the energy right now keeps you guys tied together and keeps you grounded and stable. This is kind of like autopilot where it's like somebody else grabbing the steering wheel or the car taking over, you know? When Kit over there goes into auto cruise when the bad guys are sitting in the car because he let them in the car. He knows what's coming, you know? That's chess moves. Yeah, no problem. Open up. Come on, sit down. It's a cute Trans Am. Have a seat. And then they get in there and the doors close, the doors lock. And then what happens? Auto cruise kicks on and the Trans Am drives you to the police station and ejects you out of the seats, leaves you there, and heads on back to Michael, right? That's kind of this energy of the Chariot. Never going to crash. Always on the go. Can't say no. When you couple it up with that Temperance energy, that actually is. That's Caitlin Petty's song. That's Stuck Loving You. The line, foot on the gas, never going to crash. That's Chariot. Always on the go. Can't say no. That's Sagittarius. So right there, you could have those energies or placements, or dealing with a Cancer or Sagittarius. That shows you the points of how to balance, level, and heal, but to do it in a cardinal style energy. When you cross cardinal with mutable energy, that is the whole circle and the points of all completion right there. So the more stuff that gets swept under the rug into this lifetime, the more stuff that we got to deal with in the next lifetime. And what I see here is a Scorpio that's setting those intentions to clear the books, have a zero balance next time around, and be like, please, Jeremy, we good? We'll let you know. That's sort of a thing going on. And that's what you're planning right now. Your gifts, your goals will definitely not be what you're planning now. Come July 22nd, it's going to be a whole different shift. The Hermit, Virgo energy. This is going in to reflect, to manifest and create what you want through this year. And granted, this could be, we all kind of know what he's doing there, right? So something with that devil cardness, this could be a drug recovery, addictions, or something that you never stop healing from, never stop recovering. Even after you're recovered, you never stop recovering. This is healing from the games, from the lies, from the manipulation, from the cheap high school tactics, and going up and leveling up into much more mature. You might even already start with this Chariot energy, noticing changes as we head towards Leo season. We haven't seen the Strength card, just the Sun, which the Strength card is Leo's card. The Sun is the Sun. Leo just likes to hog on to it. So you've got this energy like of a complete timeline shift coming in here. 10 of Wands, there's that completion point. We've got 10 Wands, and I saw 10 Swords down here, I think. It's on one of the readings. I don't know. We'll get there. Either way, 10 of Wands. We start with 9 cards and it turns into 5,000, right? But Sagittarius shows back up again saying, I told you there wasn't a phone card in that drawer, and you probably should just go and get that other cord. Did you go and get another cord yet? And you're like, no. And Sag is like, the battery on your phone is already at 30%. You need to get the cord. I'll find this cord. Let me check the drawer one more time. And Sag is like, 10 of Wands. Feeling oppressed because you swear to God there's a cord in that drawer. And everybody else watches go, this could be you or your person. Remember, these roles could get reversed and switched. But that Princess of Wands, you're going to talk about it. You're going to get going onto this fire energy coming in and looking into the knowledge to seek out what you want in these timeline shifts. This is the kind of energy in the outcome that you see going in towards August, where it's like you're driving down the road and you see the dude speed past you. And you're like, oh, he's going to get busted. And all of a sudden the police car pulls out from like by the overpass. You're like, oh, man, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. I got this. I got to see this. But they take off around the corners. He flips the lights on. You around the corner expecting to see the cars pulled over. And what do you see? Nothing. There's no cars. The road's still empty. Where'd the cop car go? Where'd the other car go? It's like a tear in the matrix. It's like when the spaghetti jumbles and they have a shift and a jump. And come Leo season, Scorpio, things will be completely different. And now here's something completely different. This is a timeline shift jump that will change the outcome and the outlook of everything that you see for a long friggin' time. With the 4 of Swords to the 10 of Cups and the Sun. Weren't we just talking about that? Don't forget about Leo. How could you, right? That shows this happiness coming your way. 10 Cups to the Sun. Pisces and Leo energy, along with the 4 of Swords for a point of truce. Nice. Good luck, Scorpio. I wish you well. With a reading like this, what could go wrong? Let me know. Comment down below. Keep me posted. All right. If this resonated in any way, shape, form, or you just want to email me and be like, dude, what is your problem? Go for it. You can 2 of Wands free will choose to do so. Granted, Spirit and I already know you're going to. So whether you do or don't, that's the right answer. That's what you were supposed to do. I know. It's cool. If you like this reading, love that like for me. Subscribe, hit the bell. Come and hang out with me along with JW and the Mod Squad Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern for our TikTok chat room. Come and just hang out at Archer's Lounge. And the live all signs every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will just tarot and chill for a little bit and have some fun and heal together, which we all do equally because remember, Scorpio, we are FHA compliant here at Archer Astrology, and we'll read for any sign or placement which desires and inquires. So until next time, make it an awesome one, and this is going to be epic. Yeah. I'll see you next time, Scorp. I am out of here. Peace out, Archer out. Yeah, chariot. Bye.